Tiffany, we are here today because Kaylee has been referred to the juvenile court system for extended absences, and we understand that there are issues occurring in the home. So can you tell me a little bit about what's going on?
I mean, she has good grades, so I don't understand what the problem is.
What are her grades?
I mean, she's not flunking anything. She's not, and she says she has C's. That's not too bad. It's not-
Okay. So tell me what the daily routine in the home is.
She would go to school and, come home, eat dinner, go to bed, like everybody.
Where is David during these times?
It depends if he feels like being home or if he's off doing his own thing.
Well, you said if he feels like being home.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he not feel like being at
I
home?
don't know, he leaves us a lot. He just decides to leave. He can't handle fighting or whatever, so he just leaves, and then I don't know where he is.
What are you guys fighting about?
Anything. He just fights about everything. He's mad about everything. So he just gets mad at me, and then he leaves for a long time, and so I can't count on him. I have to do everything by myself.
Where is Kaylee during these times you're fighting?
She's sometimes at home. She's usually there.
So tell me what a fight looks like between you and David.
I don't know, we're probably yelling and, he's upset and, I don't know, just fight, we don't hit each other or anything.
How do you feel during those arguments?
I feel like he is taking a fight so he can leave again, and then he just wants to leave me.
Where does he go during the times that he is gone?
I don't know, he probably has some girl that he goes to see that thinks is less trouble. I don't know. He doesn't tell me where he goes.
And how do you react to those situations?
Well, we used to have a good relationship, so it makes me sad. I wish it worked out. So, it makes me really upset. I can't ever make him happy. So then I feel like a failure.
And how do you cope during these times?
Well, I'm sad. I get sad. But, my friends help me. I have friends that help me come over. Makes me feel better.
Well, when we were speaking to Kaylee, she mentioned there were times where you had boyfriends while Dad is gone.
I have friends. He's gone a long time. I need friends. I don't know what he expects me to do if he leaves me.
Would you call them friends or would you call them boyfriends?
We don't use the term boyfriend. She may see them as boyfriends. I guess that's possible.
One thing that was discussed is often these male friends are staying the night in the home, and once Dad comes home, you have them leave.
Well, am I supposed to just wait around for him, and who knows if he's even going to come back? Am I supposed to be alone?
Let's talk about how often this is occurring.
Well, because when he leaves me, then I'm single. So what's wrong with having a boyfriend? Is there something wrong with that?
How many boyfriends would you say you've had in the last 6 months?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. A few.
How long did you know them before bringing them around your daughter?
It depends. There was one that I knew for a long time. There's one that is pretty faithful to me and he knows David treats me like shit, so he'll leave and then he'll come back and he's there for me. There's probably been a couple that I didn't know very long.
How do you think that impacts Kaylee?
I don't know. I hope she understands that I need help. I can't afford to do everything by myself. I think she understands that.
Have you talked to her about it?
She's so young. I hate to tell her all that stuff.
I understand that, but 12 years old, she is observing things and she is feeling things.
Well, I mean, so she told you that?
She has made statements that it makes her uncomfortable and that she is concerned, and she gets very sad because you are often tired and in bed, and so she's left with a lot of those responsibilities.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably, if she said it, it's probably true.
Okay, so I want you to imagine a situation in which your very best friend is in the home with her child, and she is partaking in these kind of behaviors, and you see that the child is not having food and there's no utilities in the home. What would you suggest to your friend?
Well, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, because the food thing, I do what I can. The utilities, like I can't work. I don't have a job, so then, you know, that's part of the reason why I let my friends come over, or boyfriends or whatever. You know, I'm trying to provide for her. So, but if it, I don't know, I guess if Kaylee's sad about it, or if my friend's daughter was sad about it, I don't know. I don't know what the answer would be.
Okay, you said you
I don't know.
can't work. Tell me why you can't work.
I don't know, like you probably don't understand, like, cause you've never been through it or whatever, but sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, like, and get to a job.
How often is that happening?
Probably a lot, like, especially when David leaves at first, and I don't feel like doing anything. Have you ever felt like that? I mean, are you always happy and ready to go to work? I always feel like doing that, you know?
What do those days look like for you?
Well, if I'm tired and I really think I need sleep, then I'll rest or whatever, and, you know, I don't stay in bed all day. You know, I talk to my daughter.
Who is handling the responsibilities in the home whenever you are feeling tired and sleepy?
Kaylee does what she needs to do. She's a good girl. She takes care of some stuff too, but nothing, you know, I take care of stuff. It's not, everything gets done.
So tell me what gets done during these days.
I mean, the house isn't disgusting. It's fine. And then, I mean, she's not starving. She eats. So, I mean, I feel like we're surviving. I do the best I can. I feel like you guys don't understand that.
Who prepares her meals during these times?
I mean, she's 12. She can cook ramen noodles, and she can make grilled cheese sandwiches, and sometimes I make spaghetti or something, or, I mean, we both help out. Sometimes my friends will help out, or David's home.
Okay, so let's discuss the behaviors that are occurring with Kaylee.
My behavior, she's a good girl.
Well, you have had several referrals to child welfare services due to utilities not being on in the home,
That's because
lack of food.
they don't understand like what it's like. They think everything's so easy. It's not easy for me. And then you guys are on me about it, and it's just not easy.
What changes would you like to make?
Well, I'd like to not be sad. I'd like to have a job. You know, of course I want those things. I want to be able to provide for Kaylee.
And how do you think that you can achieve those goals?
You tell me. I don't know. I don't know. The medicine doesn't really help, and counseling doesn't really help, and we've been through this. Like, if I knew, I'd be doing it, right? Like,
Well, it states in the paperwork that you were previously prescribed Prozac. Is that correct?
yeah, and it doesn't really feel like it works. So then I don't want to rely on medicine and take it every day when it doesn't even work.
Were you taking it every day?
I took it and it didn't help.
Were you taking it every day?
I mean, for a little bit, but not like, you know, I took it for a little bit.
So tell me, how long is a little bit?
I mean, I probably took it for a couple weeks and it just didn't do anything. So I just, you know, sometimes I take it if I don't feel good and, you know, sometimes.
You previously had the discussion that when you're not taking your medication as prescribed, that it's not going to be effective.
It just doesn't seem like it works anyway.
Yes.